A lot of you women out there gotta make better choices, man. Y'all gotta be careful with the type of dudes that y'all deal with, man. This lady's here visiting this man at the hospital, and in a state of anesthesia, this man confessed all his sins to this woman, man. But he said it in the funniest way to me. And I don't think she found it too funny. He probably be able to convince her, man, afterwards, man, that he didn't really mean that. That is not really true. That was just anesthesia talking. That it wasn't really him. A lot of women be dumb like that, man. But let's get into this video because this clip is hilarious. I'm telling you, man, you can't make this stuff up.
You heard me?
I think that medicine got you hallucinating or talking out your mind or something.
I know what I'm talking about.
Look at her, still in denial that medicine got you talking out your mind. He's like, I know what I'm talking about, man. This ain't no medicine. This ain't no anesthesia, man. I know what I'm saying, man. I just don't care right now.
You just stupid. That's why I love you, because you stupid.
He said, this is why I love you, because you're stupid. You eat it all up. Everything I told you, you just believe, man. It is so easy to live my double life with you.
You believe anything I say. I done cheated on you so many times.
So many times, huh? So let me ask you this. Last night when you said you was going to work, where was you at?
I was at my baby mama's house. I got a baby on the way.
I'm not pregnant.
Anybody talking about you, stupid?
Yo, she's still not trying to see. She's like, I ain't pregnant. Didn't I just tell you I was at my baby mama's house, right? And I got a baby on the way. She said, I ain't pregnant. Yo, I'm telling you, some women will believe anything, dude.
I got my side piece. I had a threesome a couple of days ago, and it was great.
What?
Damn, homeboy had a threesome a couple days ago, man. He put in work.
The fuck are you talking about?
You heard me?
I think that medicine got you hallucinating or talking out your mind or something.
Yo, we've all known chicks like this, man. They family be in their ear, their best friends be in their ears, man. It's like, you gotta leave that man. That man is no good. He's doing this, he's doing that. And they're like, no, I don't believe you. Ladies, do better, man. Some of these men ain't out here. They ain't shit, man. Y'all deserve better, man. Find yourself a good dude. Find yourself a responsible dude, man. The type of dude that knows where his social security is at, his passport is at, you know, the kind of guy that just renews everything on time. He just kept it a buck, man. He didn't care. This man is officially the dumbest man on planet Earth, man. This is the dumbest guy on the internet, because imagine having a podcast with your wife, right? And your wife asking you, after giving birth to your baby, after carrying that child for 40 weeks and going through the traumatic experience that it is, building a baby in your body and giving birth to it. Imagine her asking you, does it feel the same down there? This guy did not pass the test, man. Let's get straight into the video.
Is being intimate the same after pregnancy?
No, it's not.
Wow, so.
If I'm not getting any sleep, I don't have any drive. Once I start to get sleep again, that's where I'm like, okay, let's get back into action. And I think you, and I'm sure many other women, their hormones are still adjusting after birth.
Don't speak for her, bro, because her reaction was very different to yours when you said no.
I like the postpartum hormone thing is a big change. And so that's like the last thing on your priorities. When for men, I think they're like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like this body doesn't even feel like you're still getting used to your new body. It's not that you dislike your body, but it's just getting reacquainted. It's like, oh, okay, wait, how could I even think about inviting someone else in this capacity?
Nah, man, yeah, weak. There's a lot of people out here having 2 kids in 1 year. Let's listen to the Irish twins, they call them.
Does it feel different down there after birth?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, no. He didn't even think about it twice. Why would you do that? Why would you say something like that to your woman who just gave birth to your baby, bro? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Yo, whose man's is this? Who birthed this guy? Yo, he didn't even hesitate. He just straight told her, yes, it does feel different. Her reaction though, oh man, poor woman. He just crushed her soul in ways he couldn't even imagine, man.
I feel like it goes back, but it doesn't go back to exactly how it was.
Shut up. He's still going. Why is he still going?
Talked about this the other day, and I was kind of surprised to hear you say that, because you never told me until I asked you.
I always heard, oh, it goes back to normal, but it doesn't go back to exactly the way it was before.
So, maybe I shouldn't go into too much detail.
We can say whatever.
You still like it after?
I still like it, of course.
You like it as much?
I would say so.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say so, bro. Yo, This guy does not care about this woman's feelings at all. He said, I would say so.
That doesn't sound very...
I think I like it pretty good.
There's a lot of thinking there, my brother. It's either you do or you don't, bro. Why you thinking for, man? Why couldn't you just have lied to that woman, bro, if that's really your experience, dude? Why couldn't you have lied to her, man? Why you gotta crush your soul like that, bro? That's gonna be in that poor woman's mind, bro, every single day. I mean, she's not gonna let that go, dude. Are you crazy? But I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. You better be careful. You better be careful, bro, because remember, just because you can't fill her up doesn't necessarily mean that another man can't. You have no idea the kind of wounds that you might have just opened, because now that woman's going to feel insecure. She's like, oh, my God, I'm loose down there. My husband is not enjoying it. Hey, maybe you may not be the biggest or thickest guy out there in the sea, my man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she gonna go talk to her friends about this, you know, and one of her friends is gonna be like, well, maybe perhaps you should try another guy, you know? Maybe somebody who's bigger in size and ask him for his opinion, man. Oh, bro, man, I cannot imagine myself saying some shit like that, bro, to somebody, man. Whether it was true or not, it doesn't matter, right? Because if you speak to most men says, yeah, it goes back to normal. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're never really gonna know whether that's true or not, because no man is stupid enough to admit to his woman that it does not feel the same. Nobody's ever gonna fucking do that, man. I was looking through the comments, dude, and everybody was like, yo, no way this guy just said this, man. This guy probably hasn't been in many relationships in his life, man. And if he has, and he thinks that this is an okay thing to say to his lady after giving birth, that to me is insane, bro. You could see the fact that they had already spoke about it before off camera, and her reaction was still that is like, it hurts every time. Every single time she relives that moment or sees that clip again, man, she's gonna be in pain. Because just like dudes can't make their things any bigger, well, no, there are exercises that women can do to, you know, kind of make that part of their body a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? But who got time for that? Nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even believe in that. You feel me? But all I'm saying is, dude, man, you fucked up. You fucked up big time, man. You should have never said that to your lady, dude, especially after giving you a kid, man. Now, I hope she sees this video, and I hope she decides to go out there and find somebody who's a little girthier than you are. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you can't feel it the same doesn't necessarily mean that another dude won't. But anyways, people, man, what do you guys think about this video, man? What do you guys think about his response? Do you think that he was right in being honest with his lady and telling her, yeah, man, that shit don't feel the same no more? I think I like it. I think he said, oh, man, poor lady. That's crazy. This is going to be the modern woman when she gets into her 60s and 70s, into retirement age, looking back at her life and her marriage. The modern woman, in the name of pursuing an education, getting a degree, and starting a career and progressing in that career, they've put the thought of marriage on the sidelines. Like, we're going to keep this over here, man. We're going to get to the guy in marriage and starting a family later on in life. So a lot of them are waiting till about 28 years of age to get married, man. And a lot of the times, I mean, they're looking around and they're like, where did all the good men go? They're getting married to a bunch of dudes that they don't even really like, man. Listen to this old lady speak about her husband, man, who dedicated his whole life to this woman, gave her kids and gave her a life, man. This is crazy. There's going to be a lot of y'all futures out there, man, for thinking you could get into old age and get married and think you're going to really find true love. Finding true love is a young people's sport, people.
Can you tell me why did you get married?
Why did I get married?
Yeah, why did you marry Dad?
Because all my other friends were married.
Tell me that shit don't sound familiar, man. Tell me like that shit don't sound like what's happening nowadays, man. A bunch of women getting married, man, jumping on the bandwagon just because all the females are getting married. Then after they get married, man, once they start getting knocked up, they start getting knocked up. They're just following each other around.
That's the only reason? You didn't marry him because you was in love? Well, did he ask you to marry him?
Yeah.
He said, Carrie, will you marry me?
He said, let's get married.
And you said,
I
okay.
said, okay.
And that was it.
Because we were both old.
We were both old. I'm telling you, people, man, once you get to a certain age, it's not even about love anymore. It's like, hey, listen, man, I'm going to need somebody to settle down with. I'm going to need somebody to spend the rest of my life with. I got to have kids, man. You don't got nobody. I don't got nobody. Fuck it. Let's do it. That is a miserable way to get through a marriage. Couldn't be me.
Well, what about being in love? You didn't think about that? You didn't want to just be in love?
I'm going to tell you right now what happened, right? Now, you see, this woman had experienced love in her life before, like every woman that gets to old age does. But for whatever reason, the dude that she experienced that true unconditional love, at least in her young mind, yeah, he was no good. He was no good. He was no good for a relationship. He didn't possess any stability. He was just trying to mess around. He was just trying to have fun. He wasn't trying to get married. He wasn't trying to have kids. He wasn't trying to do none of that. She wanted to do with him, but he didn't want to do with her. And eventually she caught on and said, yeah, I got to leave this dude, man. That happens 2-3 times, and eventually you just settle. You know, that's just facts. That's just what happens. A lot of people don't want to accept it, but it's the truth.
I loved you.
But being in love wasn't important to you?
I'd been there many times.
What did I tell you? What did the broski tell you? I've been there many times, man. Listen, after a woman gets heartbroken 3 times, man, she ain't looking for love no more, man. She looking for stability. That shit hurt, man. They ain't looking for love no more. Like, man, that true love shit don't exist, man. Every time I fall in love with somebody, I end up getting hurt. So let me just get into a relationship with this guy over here. He can at least provide me with the necessities of life. He's responsible. You know, he knows what his social securities are. He know what his passport is at. You know, he renews everything on time. This is the type of dude that I can have kids with, man. I don't really like him. He doesn't really turn me on. He doesn't excite me. I might cheat on him. You know what I'm saying? But at least I can depend on him.
So you was over that part of it. You didn't want to be in love.
No, it was much better to just love somebody without being in love.
Why is it better?
Because you don't be worried about what he's doing when he's not with you. Or if he's cheating.
She says it's better not to be in love with him because I don't give a fuck what he does, man. Who cares what he's doing? I don't care about this guy, man. He's just helping me pay the bills.
Oh. You don't worry about that kind of stuff.
I ain't never worried about that.
But then don't you miss out on, you know, like the romance and the, you know, dating and slow dancing? You don't get none of that stuff when you're not in love.
Yes, you do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I never saw you and Daddy slow dance.
Huh?
I never saw you and Dad slow dance and be romantic.
I didn't say I never slow dance. But I slow dance with more people than him.
Oh.
And I probably slow dance with him.
Damn, Granny's no joke, man. I can't believe she said that. Now, it gets better, people. It gets better. Well, it gets worse.
What does it mean when you say you don't cheat on him anymore? What does that mean?
You see what I'm telling you, people, man? The cheating is always going to be there, man. If a woman is not in love with you, dude, remember, marriage is a lifetime commitment. So you're probably going to be together 40 years. Easy. Easy with somebody that you're not in love with, that you couldn't care for, man. Eventually, man, you're going to want to feel those emotions, man.
That means I don't have a boyfriend.
But you used to?
Huh?
You used to?
Yeah.
She had a husband and a boyfriend. Nah. Granny needs to be stopped.
I don't believe you. I don't think that's true.
She's so unbothered. Like, girl, man, I'm too old to care. I didn't care back then. I'm not going to care now.
A paper towel, please.
She's like, who gives a fuck? I don't care what you think. Now, Granny's a savage, though, man. Let's look at more videos from Granny, man, because Granny's a character and a half.
Have you ever been to jail?
Yes.
When?
Before you were born.
And what did you go to jail for?
Granny was about that life, man. Granny was about that life.
What was your crime? What crime did you commit?
What did I go for?
Yeah, why was you in jail? Why they lock you up? What did
I went to visit somebody.
Who?
No, Granny. Who did you go visit, Granny?
A friend of mine.
So you've never been to jail yourself, though, right?
That was me.
What? What are you talking about?
I went to jail
Uh-huh.
to visit my friend.
Mm-hmm. But have you ever had handcuffs put on you?
Not by police officers.
Nah, I fucks with Granny, man. Yo, you never know. Old people, man, she might be lying. A lot of time, old people get bored. They start recreating stories. But if I was a betting man, I'd be like, nah, she's telling the truth. Now, let's look at some pictures from Granny from back in the day, man. Let's see what Granny was working with back in the day, man. Okay, I see you, Granny, man. You wasn't bad looking. Let's see the picture with her and her husband. We got some black and white action going on over here, man. Oh, okay, look at this other picture right over here. He passed the green line test, man. So I don't know. Maybe Granny Granny's lying. Maybe Granny's lying. Maybe Granny was loyal to that man. Maybe she truly was in love with that man and she just messing with her kids, man, because she definitely passed the green line test before the green line was the green line. But at the same time, there's levels to the green line test, right? Because if you see, although her neck is leaning into him, her body is leaning into the world. Like, yeah, all of y'all can come get this. So this millennial boss thought it was a good idea to call out her Gen Z employee on TikTok. And man, did he respond. And yes, he did. He responded on TikTok. But there's a twist to this story that'll blow your mind. So make sure you stay tuned till the end because this story is crazy, man.
When asked to come in for an 8 a.m. meeting, my Gen Z new hire said, "Ugh, sorry, I can't make it. I have a workout class. Should this be allowed?"
That's such a Gen Z response. Oh, I can't make it to work. I got to work out.
My visceral reaction was, are you fucking kidding me?
No, fully, like, angered, typing this out. I was like, please.
Like, my hand's shaking and it's not from the caffeine.
You just started this job. I don't give a flying shit about your workout class. Also, an 8 a.m. workout class is too late. Workout at 6, maybe 7.
Hi. Yeah, Natalie. So we can talk about this more later, but I'm going to address this now. It was made very clear during the interview process that the working hours for this position is between 9 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I am on Eastern time. I made that very clear with HR because I have commitments outside of work. I go to the gym, I work out because I care about my health. Sure, I can make a sacrifice to go to an 8 a.m. meeting had I known at least a week before that I needed to go at 8 a.m., not a day before.
At first, I was like, man, this Gen Z generation is out of control. But the more I hear this guy talk, the more I'm starting to side with him.
Also, my workout class starts at 7:30, not at 8, but I didn't know that I needed to tell you that. Okay, let's just say I skipped the gym. 2 things. When can I expect you to reimburse me for my class? And 2, are you going to be paying me from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. or at the very least, let me leave at 4 p.m.? Natalie, if your answer to both of those are no, then there's no discussion needed. I will see you at 9 o'clock today. Also, I sent an email to HR about this and sent them the link to that TikTok video. So, just to make things clear.
Oh, man, he went in, but it gets crazy. The story gets crazy, man, because the story went viral on TikTok. It got 32 million views. And, oh, man, did they drag this lady all over the internet. The comments, it was insane. I couldn't find her original video. You want to hear the craziest part about this story, though? Let's play the second clip.
Okay, so the past 24 hours have been crazy, and I just want to clear some things up.
32 million views the video got. 32 million views. Remember that.
That video that I made was my genuine reaction to the situation in the form of a skit. I should have made that clearer, and I'm sorry.
Bro, he wasn't even the employee. He wasn't the employee. He was making a skit as if he was the employee, the way that he would have responded. No different than, you know, when like you're bored, you're in the car, you're driving, maybe you're in your house, you're gonna undo, you know what I'm saying? And you relive a situation in your mind, like, damn, I should have said this. Well, this guy must have been bored in his car. Maybe he's probably souped up on pre-workout and said, yo, if that was me, this is the way that I would respond. So he went and did a response video, got 32 million views and got this woman. So, but listen to the rest of the story.
But what I said is true and is what I would say if I were in that situation, which I have in the past, and back then I did not stand up for myself. Employers need to...
My man is making up for it in the future and got somebody canceled as a result, bro. Gen Z needs to be stopped. These people are nothing to play with.
Understand that we all have commitments outside of work. We have a life outside of work. When I'm at work, I'm going to do my job. Outside of work, I will focus on myself, my hobbies, my goals, and one of those is my health. I made that video to empower people to speak up for themselves and set boundaries at work, especially if it's for your health. I know people who skip meals, lunches, and sit for 8 hours straight, starving and overworked and basically sacrificing their own well-being for their job. And it should not be like that 90% of the time. Employers should never feel entitled to their employees' time outside of regular working hours. And those that do, no one's ever going to want to work for you.
Don't get me wrong. I agree with everything that he said, but that is a wild thing to do, man. The internet is getting out of control. This guy literally responded to that video like he was the one that she was talking about. He didn't even know who she was. He had no idea who she was, man. And the internet dragged this poor lady all over the internet. Now, the messed up thing about this is that his first video reacting to it got 32 million views, right? 36 million views. It got 36.7 million views. But the video of him correcting it only got 1.3. I don't know what it is about a lie, man. A lie spreads like wildfire. But whenever the truth is spoken, it's like people just don't seem to care. I mean, that's a crazy ratio. 36.7 million views compared to 1.3. Should something happen to this guy, man? Should he be canceled? You know, he got a decent following online. He got 100,000 subscribers, man. Some of these influencers, man, are getting out of control, man, to get attention. I don't think he thought that was going to blow up the way that it did. But this is a pretty funny story, man. The way that he reacted, yo, he had me sold on the story. I'm looking at him like, yo, the nerve on this lady. This is fucking insane, especially when he started to speak, because everything he said was on point and completely rational and understandable. And then to find out that he only did this because he was bored, and at some point somebody made him feel like that, and he was like, you know what? I didn't say nothing back then, but I'm going to say something now. Yo, shout out to Gen Z, bro. Gen Z really don't give a fuck, man. You can't abuse Gen Z in the workforce, man, the way that the millennials and the previous generations were abused. Nah, man, these kids, they understand. They get it. They're like, nope, I'm working from this time to this time. This is what I get paid to do. This is what I'm going to do, man. It ain't like before, man. Like our generation, the millennial generation, is that you got hired to do one job and you ended up doing 2 or 3 different jobs that had nothing to do with your job description. You know, they have coming, leaving late, coming in early, and we'll be like, yes, 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 yes. We were all yes, man. We were all yes. We're trying to get that raise, trying to get that promotion. Gen Z is like, nah, man, you better come to me correct. I don't play that. I don't care. I'll quit. They don't aspire to anything in life, so they don't care.